Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in. I'm back out, yes, in my backwoods playground. I love coming out here. It's just been a crazy fall season with work, but the show must go on. Today we're gonna be talking about the Condor Huron. Now, for folks that follow along on the channel, earlier this year I went to SHOT Show, had a chance to talk with the designer himself, Mr. Joe Flowers. We did a Condor booth just overview. Joe and I get a little bit crazy at SHOT, shooting videos, and it's fun. It just brings a lot of energy to the show. And we talked a little bit about this blade. I'll leave a link in the video description below. If folks haven't watched that video, we talk about, I think, 4 or 5 different knives that were coming out this year with Condor. One thing I'm really excited about with this blade is that it is made out of 1095 high carbon steel. Yes, you folks have asked for it and Condor has delivered. 1095 high carbon steel in the house. So without further ado, let's cut away. Let's do a quick specs rundown like we always do. We get up close and personal with this thing, and then we will do some practical application. We're not going to get too crazy with this blade. It's just beautiful. And then I'll come back and then we'll give some final thoughts on this knife. So come on, let's go. Let's start out making some curls with the Huron. See how it's going to do. Now this is some like almost petrified pine that's been out here. They've had a wildfire probably about 5-6 years ago. Cool. Look at the curls. I'm going to take it up close so you can see it. It's really nice. Just sharp edge on this blade right out of the box. Let's try doing, say we had to make some tinder here on the quick. Cut that off. Oh yeah, just the belly, the sweep in that blade does a great job when you're drawn with it. So if you had to make tinder real quick for a fire, I think we'd do a great job. Let's try some light batoning with the Huron. Now this is about a 4-inch blade, so I'm not going to go too crazy with stuff. All this wood out here is almost petrified, so it's really tough to find stuff to properly baton with. Like I was saying earlier, that fire that we had in 07 just really wreaked havoc up here. And we don't get enough rain, so it just takes years. Let's try this. For just the ecosystem to come back. But, you know what? Looks like it's doing a pretty good job. And you folks know how much I just love batoning. I'm saying it sarcastically. I hate batoning with a blade, but I do it as a gear reviewer because you folks want to see it. It's 1095, working really well. Wish I had some better wood out here for you guys, but I'll show you after everything's just toast. Folks are going to ask me, so I might as well do it. The knife does have a 90-degree spine, and I have a 4 directions bushcraft ferro rod. I'll leave a link in the video description below to 4 directions bushcraft if you're interested in one of these. Let's see how well it's going to make it rain. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can't baton a notch in this dead tree limb. My baton's is getting all busted up, but we're using what we have. So, not bad notch. Now for some final thoughts on the Condor Huron knife. Whenever I think of that name, Huron, I just think of The Last of the Mohicans. It's just an awesome movie, just a random thought that I had. But keeping with that, check this sheath out. Just old school look to it. Condor, you did a great job. Their sheaths are always outstanding. This just looks like a family heirloom. The welt on there is done nice. The stitching and the detail, just beautiful. And the belt loop is riveted in. Just great job, great value for the money. Enough of the sheath. You guys want to talk about the knife. First off, every time I would talk to folks about Condor blades, everybody would say, I love them, but I wish they had 1095 high carbon steel. Well, your voice was heard. 1095 high carbon steel. And I have to say, wow. Condor and Joe Flowers, you hit the ball out of the park with this. And I hope that through the success of this knife, that you guys will venture more into 1095 and some more designs with that. Let's talk about this design a little bit. I really like this natural patina on this knife. And when I talked to Joe at SHOT Show, he said that basically when they did the heat treat, normally a knife manufacturer after the heat treat would grind off all this. Well, they just cleaned it up a little bit, gave it a bath, and then they did their edge grind on there. I think that it's awesome. It gives it that old school frontier look. It's just, it reminds me of watching movies from the 40s and 50s, the old Westerns, and knives that the Indians used to carry. It's just beautiful. Walnut detail riveted in, has a really cool hole for a lanyard. A lot of knives nowadays, it's just the lanyard hole is just too small. Can't fit paracord in it. I like to fit basically leather boot strap through there, and just adds to that old school look. The copper braided wire detail going around, Joe, it just makes this knife pop. So for the price, I think I got this knife, it was under 70 bucks. Not bad. Awesome steel, 1095, came razor sharp right out of the box. Overall length of the knife is just a shade over 8.5 inches long. So if you're a bushcrafter, you might not be your choice for bushcrafting, but hunting, trappers, fishermen, just maybe everyday woods carry. I don't know. I might add it to my archery setup and just keep it with my quiver and just kind of go with that. I think that would look pretty cool, kind of match up when I'm shooting longbow, especially stump shooting out here in the woods. Be a great talking piece. Very sharp 90-degree spine. You saw that it just made sparks rain. And I just love the belly on this blade with the drop point on there. Just a beautiful design. Now, you folks know that I rate all the gear on the channel between 1 and 5 stars. 1 star, it's a dumper. It's gonna go to the boneyard and we're gonna just start from the ground up. 5, it's a grand slam. Based on the price, based on this sheath, 1095 high carbon steel, have to give it 5 stars. I just do. It's just awesome. It felt really good in the hand, carving, slicing. It's just gonna be awesome. I look forward to carrying this on my archery rig for a lot of years. So, let me know in the comments below how you would rate this blade. Condor reads all the comments on these videos. That's how come they're making knives now out of 1095. They're listening to their customer. So let me know what you think. Do you like the design? Do you not like the design? How would you like to see it be used? What would you use it for? Let's have a dialogue. This channel is all about a two-way conversation between you and I. And I love the dialogue that we have. So as always, if you're not a subscriber, pull the trigger, subscribe. We're doing a lot of good stuff on the channel. Like the video, and as always, share it with as many people as you can to help get the word out. Folks, this is John with the Wingman 115 channel. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, folks.